Why you struggle to stay focused? There's a few reasons. First up, look at your social media users. Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, whatever you're using. It's high. If you want to be focused, you should minimize it as much as possible. Ideally 0. But I understand that you may want to, keep up with the modern world. So make it maximum 30 minutes a day. Give yourself one session where you can scroll on social media without thinking that I have to do this work. Just be fully involved in scrolling. Give yourself that time. So whenever you're sitting down to do the work, you got time later down to doom scroll if you wanted to. So this time can be put into productivity, just generating work, getting results. Now that's the first thing. The second thing is, more important than this, is your diet. What do you feed into your body? Is your body constantly digesting food? Is the energy source going to digesting instead of, your brain power, instead of actually focusing, solving problems? There's 2 aspects to diet. First, how often you eat. And second, what you eat. What's more important right now to your focus is how often you eat. If you were to eat 1 time a day and maintain your calories and schedule your focus session, the session that you do your work in the mornings when you're fasted, when you're not eating anything, then that will yield more results than just simply fixing your diet. Because after you fix your diet, it takes about a week for your body to adjust to your new diet. So during that time, you might get tons of craving and those kind of things. That actually decreases focus from our personal experience. So the first thing you can do is start fasting. Maybe do 16 hours fast, 4 hours eating window, or maybe do 1 meal a day. And once you got that rolling, improve your diet. Have protein sources. Good food like macronutrients that you need for your body. Fuel, your actual fuel. And then your focus will naturally improve. So we talked about 2 things right now. Minimizing your social media uses so that your dopamine receptors are not fried, and that you actually start getting dopamine from the actual work rather than some external source that doesn't get you any results. For example, watching content on YouTube. Second, fixing up your eating windows. So you can just do 16 hours fast, 4 hour eating window. And then after you get that rolling, fix your diet with good food sources. For example, I do eat eggs, sourdough bread, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, fruits, and chicken. And sometimes, fish, salmon, and other foods like that. That's my diet, and I'm extremely focused with this. After that, to increase your focus, you have to know where you're going. If you're just sitting down to do the work, you have no sense of direction. You don't know where you're going. And when you do some work, it doesn't feel any kind of meaningful. There's no meaning to the work. You're just kind of doing it. And when there's no why attached to the goal, you naturally lose interest in it. So know exactly what your goals are, where you're going, where you're heading towards with the work that you're focusing on. So with these 3 pillars combined, low social media users, so essentially removing dopamine inducing activities. So the only dopamine source you get is from the work that you do. Second is diet, eating window, and actual diet. And third is having a vision, knowing where you're going. Do these 3 things. Make sure you do these, and your focus will skyrocket. I promise. But one thing you gotta do is implement this. You can't just watch a video and go to another one and expect to make a change. That can't happen. You have to really implement this.